days away, and you know what that means, making resolutions or commitments, as we like to say. And while many people vow to change their love life or their health, one thing you may want to resolve to do is to take care of your finances. So what should you be doing to be financially successful in the new year? The Oracle of Orlando, Joe Bert from Certified Financial Group, joining us live this morning with some really good tips. Good morning, Joe. Great to see you.
Good morning, Amy. Good to be here.
All right, so we know the economy was the big theme of 2012. That's not going to be changing anytime soon, but you've got some great tips here about things we really should be doing. And one of those, the first one, is paying down our own debt. We know the nation has to work on this, but we have to work on it on a personal level as well. What is your advice there?
Yeah, unlike the nation, we can't print money to get out of debt. And this is really one of the big things that we see keeping people from really enjoying long-term financial security. And it all revolves around credit. If you just make the minimum payment on your credit card, just make a little bit over what the interest is, it could take you up to 15 or 20 years to pay off that credit card. So the first thing you want to do is focus on getting out of debt.
All right, that is good advice. All right, and pay yourself first. This is something we hear a lot, Joe, but we don't really know what that means. What do you mean when you say pay yourself first?
Well, what you want to do is focus on putting some money in a retirement plan. If you have a 401k plan at work, use it to the max. If you're over the age of 50, you can put it up to $23,000 next year. If you can't do that, you can put money into an IRA. If you're over the age of 50, the limit goes to $6,000 next year. Pay yourself first. Put in as much as you can in those retirement plans, because you can't rely totally on Social Security. A lot of people think Social Security is going to be my retirement plan. Social Security was designed to be a safety net. It is not a retirement plan. So you need to put that money aside. You get a tax deduction when you put it in. The money grows without being taxed, and it's one of the best ways to accumulate money for retirement.
All right, a life insurance checkup. What do you mean when you say that?
Well, you know, the unknown's going to happen, and it really blows up a whole family if the main breadwinner dies. And unfortunately, a lot of people own the wrong kind of life insurance. The life insurance industry does a great job of putting people out in the field, sitting across the kitchen table to sell you a life insurance policy. Unfortunately, in many cases, it's the wrong kind of policy. What you want to focus on is getting the maximum amount of coverage that you can for the amount of money that you spend, and the best way to do that is what's called term insurance. It doesn't build cash value, you can't borrow from it, but it's the least expensive way to buy that coverage that your family needs. Focus on getting a good long-term term insurance policy, and it's very, very cheap, particularly if you're in good health.
All right, we're running out of time, Joe, so real quick, I want to skip to number 5, which is find the right financial advisor. And I like that you put in here, find one that's fee-based. We're hearing a lot about fee-based lately. What does this mean? You
want to deal with an advisor, a certified financial planner, preferably, that does not charge you a commission to do the work. You want to buy his or her time, one that is fee-based. Go to www.cfp.net and find an advisor in your area.
All right, Joe Bert, Oracle of Orlando. Always great to see you. Great advice for all of us as we go into the new year. Happy New Year to you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.